Hey guys, today's Thursday, which means it is Update Thursday on Old School RuneScape, and today we have changes to free-to-play PvP, some bug fixes, and under-the-hood maintenance when it comes to iOS mobile beta, some rates 2 development, as well as game integrity changes and requests from poll number 58. As usual, if you guys do enjoy these weekly update videos, make sure to drop a like on the video, and also leave your comment with your opinion on this week's update in the comment section below. World 117 has been brought online as a PvP world for non-members to use, though in-game on the client it's actually World 417 at the very end of the world list, so that's where you can find it. It has the standard rules of PvP worlds that apply to it, so pretty much the same as a regular members PvP world. I am not really that up to date with the free-to-play PvP community, but I'm guessing it's something that they've been requesting for a long time, so if you're into free-to-play PKing or you just want to try it out for yourself, World 417 or 117, whichever one you want, is now free-to-play PvP all over, which actually would seem pretty cool now that I think about it. Free-to-play PKing all over the free-to-play areas might be pretty cool. I believe it was last week or 2 weeks ago that they talked about changing what worlds the standard PvP world, Bounty Hunter, as well as high-risk PvP worlds will be located in, which is why this update is titled the World Rota, or just World Rotation update. Pretty much what was happening was that certain worlds were located on certain servers in different worlds. For example, the PvP world and Bounty Hunter worlds have always been in the UK, which gave a persistent disadvantage to players in North to South America due to the increased ping. And then right here they have the high-risk PvP was always hosted in the US. And people were complaining that this wasn't fair. They wanted a rotation of these worlds to make it, I guess, more even or more fair for players who were PKing in these different worlds. They proposed many different changes, but the one that I think they agreed that would be best is that if they have a 2-week rotation of these worlds. So for example, right here, period A, on the east side of the Atlantic, they would host the Bounty Hunter world, World 18, and the high-risk PvP world would be in World 43, which is Germany. Then the west side of the Atlantic would host the standard PvP world and free-to-play PvP worlds. And then period B, on the east side would be the standard PvP world and free-to-play PvP world, and the west side would be Bounty Hunter and high-risk, so they just flipped. They gathered a bunch of feedback, and apparently one of the things that people were complaining about was that players would log into a PvP world by mistake and get killed. Well, let me tell you guys, if you log into a world by mistake these days and get yourself killed, that is on you. And to help you out, Jagex is actually going to highlight in red on the worlds list, and our client is always forces you to accept a warning before letting you use one, so that if you guys are not thinking or really drunk, you won't get killed. So starting today, period A, which is the first one that they talked about up here, is now live in game. So the standard PvP world is on World 24 in the US, high risk is in Germany, free to play PvP in the US, and the Bounty Hunter world is in the UK. And then in 2 weeks, they're going to switch to period B. They do mention down at the very bottom, however, if that people don't like it or if it doesn't work out, that they can always stop doing it. I am curious though, for all the PKers who watch these videos, if you guys like these changes or not, please let me know below, because I'm still a bit iffy. I'm not 100% sure if this is a good or a bad thing, or if the rotation, I mean, the rotation seems fine in my opinion. Makes it more fair for everybody else, but maybe people have gotten used to it being in the same place all the time. So I'm curious, what do you guys think of this one? The looting bag has been updated once again. If you guys remember back when Rev caves were first released, there was a lot of controversy surrounding the looting bag, because pretty much what people would do was that when they were about to die to PKers, they would destroy their looting bag, which meant that all the drops would disappear as well, and the PKers would be left with nothing. Now, if you destroy a looting bag in the wildy, its contents can now be dropped rather than always being destroyed, so that players will now have more opportunity to loot it. Food and potions will still be destroyed because they don't want a convenient new way of caching edible supplies on the ground, and the other items will fall to the ground if another player currently has kill credit for damage done to you. Only that player can see items for the first minute. Otherwise, everyone can see the items immediately. Of course, outside of the wildy, all the items will still be destroyed as before. They did look at different ways of changing it, but they said that this was the least disruptive way of changing the looting bag. And now to the another news of the week. When they added the BJ timer from PvP worlds to the wildy on Bounty Hunter worlds, as requested in the recent poll, they overwrote the special exceptions that have been made into the single-way combat rules on that world to let players steal their Bounty Hunter targets from combat against other parties. That was a long sentence. They have now finally restored these. The Volcanic Mine now has a chat channel on the grouping side panel to help you find other miners with whom to share the peril and rewards. However, there is no teleport there, but they are open to adding one in the future. And the biggest update of the week, the size of the Slayer helmet has been reduced on female characters to better match their usual proportions. And now we have some more information about the upcoming iOS mobile beta. As you guys know, the invitations for the iOS beta will be sent out Tuesday, April 10th, so not very far away at all, only 5 more days. It's going to be on your runescape.com inbox. You will not get an invitation via your email or Facebook pop-up or whatever, so don't click on any links. Please don't get hacked, guys. Come on. That is RuneScape 101 right there. They are not taking any more volunteers to test the beta, and they're also talking about the death mechanics situation that they talked about in the dev blog regarding the iOS mobile beta, and just, I guess, mobile beta in general with the new death changes. As you guys know, currently, if you die, you have an hour to get your stuff back. They are looking to change that potentially, and also looking to not change it potentially. There's a lot of responses that they received regarding this matter, so they're still trying to figure it out. And then throughout April, they're going to take numerous worlds offline for several hours at a time, doing different hosting sites on different days, and this is going to start later in April. I wish everybody luck. I have an iPhone as well, so I'm truly hoping I get into the beta, but if not, it's okay. I'm probably going to cry really hard. And for all you pin lovers out there, the official merch store for RuneScape now offers new pins hosted and created by Angelscape, so shout out to her. You guys can check that out if you want as well. And that's pretty much it for this week's update. Pretty short, not many updates this week. A sub 10-minute video from a RuneScape YouTuber. Can you guys believe it? An under 10-minute video, man. I'm struggling. I'm going to leave you guys with the one final thing I'd like you to answer in the comment section below. So yesterday, or I think 2 days ago, they talked about the new and upcoming Raids 2 rewards and the Justiciar armor, which is the new tank armor that they're going to offer with Raids 2. And this is what they want it to apparently look like. Looks pretty cool in my opinion. I like the armor, but there's been a lot of backlash, and I guess I can understand it as well. There's been a lot of memes that have come out of it. Here's one of them. They think that, well, this isn't really a meme, it's just a comparison. They just say that this looks like the RuneScape 3 Armadillo version, which I can definitely see to an extent, especially from the helmets. And then this picture was talked about a lot as well, especially because the right one right here is the tank armor that people really, really like. They think that this is the superior armor that should be added. So in my opinion, this looks a lot better as well. But what do you guys think? Yes or no to this armor that they were talking about, or would you prefer this one? Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a good one, and peace.
Wow.